Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. Today we're asking the question, is Meghan going to move to Portugal? I don't think she will for a variety of reasons. But let's ask the cards and see what happens. If you haven't watched the previous video, which is about Harry running home, give that one a watch too, where we ask if this is Harry's exit strategy, if this is his first step towards returning back to London, and see what the cards had to say about that. This is about Meghan. Is she going to move to Portugal, or will she be staying in Montecito? And for every reading that I've done, the cards tell me they are not together anymore. Like, I mean, they're obviously physically not together, but I mean, like, they've split up. He's walked away. This is him escaping. And I watched a few other readers. They're all saying the same thing. Like, yeah, he's got decisions to make and he has left. He has not returned to America, and he probably won't. And there's a variety of reasons. The Diddy thing, the Trump thing, and the $4 million unaccounted for that the IRS wants to talk to. But besides that, the marriage is done. Done. Not, and I keep saying it, I don't think it was actually a love match. I think it was a business arrangement. And they were given a mission. And it's all just kind of broken down. Because it's really compromising Harry. I mean, gosh. You know, he's complicit. He's not innocent in this, but he's also not that smart. So he would have been easily tricked into a bunch of things. So let's just see. Now you're all caught up on the Harry and Meghan gossip. So let's just see what the cards have to say. And we have the Hermit. Somebody's in hiding, and I think it's Meghan. And let's see. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the Devil. Okay. So the question on the table is, will Meghan move to Portugal? And so we have the Hermit here, and I'm just going to look up. I know this is connected to August. This came up actually in the last reading. I think there was a big blow up in August, and that's why all of this other stuff is going on, and that he's left, and that's it. Yeah, people keep asking about these children, and there's a lot of people who don't think they exist. That it was all just a hoax, that they had children, and that's why it doesn't matter that he's left and hasn't returned. You know, he talks about how he wants to protect his children from the internet. Well, like, he left them behind. He hasn't, you know what I mean? Like, if he hasn't returned, he hasn't seen his children in 3 or 4 weeks now, I think. So our Hermit in reverse is about loneliness and isolation and having lost your way. Yeah, no kidding, Harry. No kidding. It's about withdrawal. He has withdrawn from everything because he's been silent. I say it in every video. Notice how silent he has been through all of this. His wife is literally being raked over the coals, and he hasn't said a word. So part of me wonders if he's actually putting out stuff about her to get people feeling sorry for him and hating her, so that it'll be a much easier divorce if people don't like her, but they love him and they want him back. So there's definitely there's a fear element, like sort of being stuck because of fear. And the dates for this card is August 23rd to September 22nd, right as all of this is unfolding. So he has definitely retreated. We know that, but there's like a loneliness and an isolation. He is all alone in the world, except for anybody that he's paying to be around him. You know, there's talk that there's another woman around him. I don't know. No confirmation. For entertainment purposes only, we just play with pretty cards and tell stories here. And so, yeah, there's definitely, he is withdrawn. There's an isolation here. Our Nine of Pentacles is quite an interesting card, because I think this is representing Meghan's energy. I think this is representing her her belief that she is very accomplished, successful in life, that she works hard and she's prosperous and everything else. I mean, that's the delusion, right? Like, that's the story she tells herself. And her narcissism is so strong. Like, every day her brain is probably telling her that she's the most incredible person in the world and everyone should be falling down at her feet. So this definitely would be representing the energy. And if we look at it, it looks like California, doesn't it? I'm going to hold it up for you. It kind of looks like California. So this is her sitting there thinking, you know, she's made it. She's got everything. You know, she's got the world by the balls, all that kind of stuff. And that, you know, she'll be just fine. Isn't it interesting that this is in an orchard? Like, look, this is like a money tree, but it looks like an apple tree in an orchard. And isn't their company thing called American Orchard or something? American Riviera Orchard, which she can't get patented or trademarked or whatever because that doesn't belong to her. So yeah, isn't that interesting? She thinks she's going to be the boss of the world with her, you know, backyard garden and her jars of jam. Yeah. I don't think she's budging from California, to tell the truth. I think she thinks she's the boss babe of California. And so our devil in reverse is Harry. This is the energy of Harry for sure. Timing here, December 22nd to January 19th. Everything is just lining up. So many cards are lining up for this all unfolding over the next 6 months or so. So this is about independence. This is about overcoming addiction, freedom, reclaiming your own power. This is Harry's energy. So this is his move to reclaim his power and return back. I know I keep saying it, but it's just like the cards just keep telling me this. But definitely there's a overcoming addiction element to it. Narcissists are very addictive. And how they do it, and I've seen this actually play out with lab rats, where if they give the lab rats cocaine water every day, they get bored with it. If they give the cocaine water every few days, then they keep trying and keep working and you keep trying to get the buzz. It's the same with narcissists, because narcissists keep moving the goalposts. You can never win with a narcissist. You never get it right. Even if you do exactly what they said, it will be totally wrong and you will be at fault. And then when they're screaming at you and you cry, and then they get upset that you're upset with them and they're the victim, right? Like, that's how narcissists work. But because you can never get it right, and you've got to constantly keep trying and trying and trying to hit the bullseye with a narcissist, it becomes quite addictive. I've been there. I've tried and tried and tried. And it becomes very addictive. So I think he's snapped out of it and he's gotten away from this, and he's overcoming the addiction to Meghan and her behaviors. Our Knight of Swords, our swords, of course, are about words and contracts and all kinds of things. Our Knight of Swords is about being assertive and getting, standing up for yourself. It's about doing the thing that you have to do regardless of how anybody feels about it. So I'm gonna say he has cut things off and he's moved away. Like this, this is the end of it. I don't think that Meghan would have a chance. I don't think she's even welcome to be at the Portugal house. It's such really interesting energy coming out of here. This is him leading with his head. Like, he's doing the smart thing, because if he led with his heart, he'd be back in California just being abused over and over and over. So this is him. He's really got his head on now. He's starting to get better advice from people because he hasn't been isolated. And this is going to be killing Meghan. The fact that she can't keep him isolated from other people and under her control. This will be driving her crazy. What's this card? The Six of Swords. I don't have my glasses on. That's what the problem is. And I'm old and I can't see a thing without my glasses. So yes, sometimes with these tiny little cards, I actually have to lift them up. So in reverse, there's a lot of emotional baggage and there's a lot of unresolved issues. Of course, of course. And then we also have this energy of transition and resisting it, resisting change. So I think he's in a lot of two minds. I'm surprised we haven't seen a two of swords here because we usually do for him. Um, there's a resistance to it, and that energy could be coming from London and the palace and the royal family saying, nope, you know, you made your choices. He's got some work to do. Definitely. He's got some real work to do. And the Nine of Cups in reverse. Oh, let's go back to our Six of Swords for a second. January 30th to February 8th. Nine of Cups is in reverse. Our Nine of Cups would tell us we're almost there. We're almost at this wishes come true, you know, da-da-da-da-da. Addiction, unhappiness, shattered dreams. This is what reversal of the Nine of Cups is about. Unhappiness, lack of fulfillment. Yeah, I can't imagine he was fulfilled at all doing what he wanted. It's not what he's supposed to be doing. And underachieving. Yeah, he has, everything has just been a bit bleak there for him. So yeah, I'm not seeing any, a lot of Meghan energy around this Portugal house. And of course, we have our Nine of Pentacles there indicating that she's going to be sticking around the orchard, counting her money or what money that she thinks is coming in. The Emperor. He's trying to get in touch with his father. He's probably not going to pop up anywhere until we find out that he's been able to reach his father. The Emperor, of course, that's King Charles right there. Fatherhood is the theme of the Emperor, and the authority and the structure, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Our timing for this card is March 21st to April 20th. So he might just lay low in Portugal for about 6 months and then maybe ease his way back. It may take that long to get the family to actually accept him back and actually want to help him. They might be like, okay, yeah, you're back, but you betrayed us all. Why would we want to help you? He's got to mend those relationships, and it will start with him trying to reach his father. Because the fact that he is trying to reach his father is, it's probably to find out, can I come back? And I need a divorce announcement. I need something to come out from the palace to let them know, because he can't do it himself. It has to come from the king. It has to come from the palace. We know that from all the other royal divorces that have taken place over the years. But definitely his father will be making all the decisions for the next while. Absolutely. And we'll pull one more, see where we're at. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, there's some completion happening there. And it's the completion of the business relationship that he has with Meghan. And so there's the relationships, there's like the marriage, which is a business relationship from what I can understand. And then there's also the completion of living in that spot, his physical state being moved to another place. There's the completion of business deals that he would have been involved in. He needs to get himself out of it. But one of the most interesting things about this card is that it's about inheritance and fighting over money and fighting over inheritance and financial ruin and bankruptcy and disaster. And I think that by the time if he doesn't write these books, he's going to be in financial ruin. And I think if the IRS gets a hold of him, that's going to be a big, big thing now, which is why he needs his father. He can't get out of this on his own. He does not have the life skills to handle the IRS. That is for sure. And so, yeah, he is, there's absolutely no Meghan energy here except for this card. She's staying in her orchard. She's not going to go to Portugal. She may visit, but this is not a life that she wants. This is them separating. And our final card, 8 of Cups, walking away. Walking away. Yep. It's you know, this isn't difficult. This isn't rocket surgery. That's for sure. Our 8 of Cups, definitely a sign of walking away. And February 19th to 28th, I believe we have pulled this card a number of times for him around this topic. And that's where we're going to hear an announcement that there is actually a split. And people are going to be emotional, and people are going to be upset and sad because, you know, who wants to see the royals go through this again? But I think all will be good in the end. All will be good. Thank you so much for joining me here today. All of my links are in the description, so please check them out. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, click like, do all the things. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and I'm having so much fun with it. It is unbelievable to me. I wish I had joined YouTube long ago. I really do. So we will be doing more readings this week, and into right through to Halloween. I'm actually switching the deck, so say bye-bye to our Witch Tarot, and we're going to switch to a Halloween deck to take us right through to Halloween. That is the deck that I did buy with the tips that people sent me in September. I used those tips to buy the new Halloween deck. So the next reading will showcase that one. I'm going to have a little cheat sheet because you know, the suits are, you know, pumpkins, bats, ghouls. I'm going to need a cheat sheet to make sure that we're reading things properly. So I hope you'll join me for the next one. And if you want to get all caught up on the Harry Meghan thing, jump back into the playlist. Everything's there. With each video, I do an update on whatever new information I have based on what all the commentators are saying. And we'll see you next time. I am wishing you the most beautiful and magical day. Bye, everyone.